Welcome to this week's lesson segment on Weekly Outdoor Plus. This week we're brought to you by Barber's Shop, our newest sponsor, located at 2400 Church Street, right down the road from Bucks and Bulls Archery. This week I'm going to be talking to you guys a lot about how to shoot correctly with the exact same form sitting out of a seat or sitting in your tree stand. As you can see right now, we're sitting in a ground blind seat. The biggest thing a lot of people do is they don't plan ahead on where you're going to get your shots at. If they're facing their window or whatever, if they're shooting out of their ground blind, they face directly at it. Problem is with that, when the chance comes, you have to make your turn and everything. You need to get ready and you need to get set. Again, you need to have your steady base, but having your feet set exactly how we talked before. If you have them nice and wide like that, it's a lot easier. You can get a good shot. So when you're going to be even sitting in your ground blind waiting, when you think the opportunity has a chance of coming, you need to sit sideways, all right? Just like when you stand and take your normal shot for shooting your bull. First thing then, after you're already positioned your feet, you're standing sideways, what you got to do is you got to pull back and you got to, again, make sure you come down and you relax on everything. A lot of people don't even think about it. They just pull back and it's awkward because you're sitting down, but that's where having your steady base and your waist directly straight up and down like always, you'll be able to be a lot easier to make your shot. The one other thing I notice a lot of people do is when you're shooting out of a tree stand, or if you're even shooting in a tournament out of a standing tree stand, when you pull back, just like we talked about on hills again, when you pull back, you need to come down at your waist. Too many people drop their arm and everything, and that's when you start having all of your up and down problems because you're using all your shoulder muscles to hold that bow down or up. All right? So when you're doing this, again, in your tree stand, it's a really good idea to practice even. You got a tree in your backyard, put it up, take a couple shots, all right? When you pull back, sitting sideways already, you got your base set, got your waist set. When you pull back, you got to come down on the animal at your waist, and again, you won't have to worry about your up and down misses. It'll be a lot easier, you'll be more comfortable, and if you practice this, you'll be confident in your shot, which is all that matters. So, next time you have a chance, shoot sitting down so you know, because I mean, when I'm in my tree stand, I don't like to stand up even, so if you can shoot sitting down, it's a lot more comfortable and you don't have to worry about things like that. Same with your ground blind. If you're going to hunt out of one, especially turkey season now, make sure that practice sitting down when you're shooting, all right, because you're not going to stand up in your ground blind, that's for sure. So that's all I got for you guys this week, but don't forget again, our newest sponsor, Barber's Shop at 2400 Church Street. And remember, before you buy a vacuum, don't forget to check them out.